Welcome to Concrete Block, the podcast where we dive into the latest news and trends shaping our world. I'm your host, Walter. Today, we're looking at a couple of significant stories that caught our attention. First up, let's talk about Italy's efforts to boost its economic ties with Canada. The Italian trade agency has launched an initiative called Opportune Italy, aimed at fostering cooperation between Italian and Canadian businesses, particularly in the tech sector. This move comes as Italy's exports to Canada reached a 5-year high of $7.15 billion in 2025. The Opportune Italy program offers a range of services, including personalized visits with trade analysts, priority entry to major Italian trade shows, and access to digital tools that can help Canadian executives identify potential partners in strategic sectors like aerospace, ICT, and green technologies. The initiative also includes the creation of an exclusive buyers club, which will provide Canadian tech leaders with tailored support to navigate the Italian market. We're also seeing some exciting developments on the startup front, with 7 innovative Italian companies showcasing their products at the official Italian pavilion during the Web Summit in Vancouver. These startups are working on cutting-edge technologies like blockchain, data analytics, and immersive audio, and they're looking to connect with Canadian investors and partners. It's clear that Italy is making a concerted effort to strengthen its economic relationships with Canada, and we'll be keeping an eye on how this partnership evolves. The potential for growth in the tech sector is significant, and we may see some interesting collaborations emerge from this initiative. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Concrete Block. Welcome back to Concrete Block. We're diving into the world of international relations and business as French President Emmanuel Macron visits Kenya for a summit aimed at strengthening Paris's ties with Africa. This gathering has brought together over 30 African leaders, all focused on exploring new investment opportunities and diversifying partnerships. As we delve into the details, it's clear that Macron's visit is not just a diplomatic gesture, but a strategic move to bolster France's presence in the continent. With the announcement of French shipping group CMA-CGM's plan to invest €700 million in modernizing a terminal at the Kenyan port of Mombasa, it's evident that both parties are keen on fostering economic cooperation. However, this development comes at a time when France is facing challenges in its former West African colonies, where there's a growing sentiment aimed at reducing French influence. Countries like Mali have been probing soldiers working with rebels and dealing with jihadist vows to blockade the capital, which raises questions about the stability and security of the region. Despite these complexities, Macron's initiative in Kenya underscores the potential for mutual benefit through economic partnerships. As Africa continues to be a hub for growth and investment, France is positioning itself to be a key player in this landscape. It's also worth noting that this summit coincides with other global events, such as the hantavirus outbreak affecting a cruise ship, which has led to the repatriation of passengers, including a French woman who tested positive for the disease. These stories highlight the interconnectedness of our world and the need for cooperation on multiple fronts. As we consider the implications of these developments, it's crucial to approach them with a nuanced perspective, recognizing both the opportunities and challenges that come with international engagement. Welcome back to Concrete Block. Today, we're looking at a fascinating case study from Bosnia and Herzegovina, where economic interdependence is being used as a tool for reconciliation. Despite ongoing political crises and ethnic divisions, cross-entity economic life has continued to thrive, with trucks crossing the inter-entity boundary line and businesses operating on both sides. This phenomenon has significant implications for post-conflict societies and ethnically divided communities around the world. By prioritizing economic cooperation and interdependence, these communities can build a foundation for long-term peace and stability. The international community is taking notice, with donors pledging billions of dollars in reconstruction aid to countries like Syria, conditioned on political and human rights benchmarks. However, some experts argue that this approach may be misguided and that economic interdependence should be given more weight in reconciliation efforts. By tracking cross-entity trade, mixed employment, and joint infrastructure governance, policymakers can get a better sense of the complex relationships at play in these communities. So, what can we learn from the Bosnia model? Firstly, that economic cooperation can be a powerful tool for building trust and fostering reconciliation. Secondly, that international aid and reconstruction efforts should prioritize joint enterprises and shared services over parallel ones. And finally, that by recognizing and supporting these economic dependencies, we can create a more sustainable foundation for peace and stability in post-conflict societies. As we consider the complexities of transitional justice and post-conflict reconstruction, it's clear that there are no easy answers. But by examining the successes and challenges of the Bosnia model, we can gain a deeper understanding of the intricate relationships between economic interdependence, political stability, and social cohesion. That's all for today's Concrete Block. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay informed.